Welcome, everyone. I am literally so excited to have you here for this explainer. Today, we're exploring a topic that is absolutely stunning visually and honestly super profound spiritually, the divine symbolism of Lord Ganesha's pitambar. If you've ever looked at depictions of Ganesha, you've probably noticed a recurring theme in his wardrobe. But here's the thing. In Hindu traditions, absolutely nothing is random. Every single color, every symbol, the whole shebang, it all carries a massive amount of meaning. We aren't just looking at a fashion choice here, we are looking at a deeply encoded message brought to life today in this beautifully warm, cute 3D style you're seeing right now. So grab a comfy seat, get focused, and let's unravel this beautifully bright mystery together. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever actually stopped to wonder, out of all of the colors in the entire spectrum, why yellow? When we see Lord Ganesha, the god of wisdom, intellect, and new beginnings, he is so frequently rocking these brilliantly bright yellow clothes. Is it merely because it looks beautiful? Does it just make for, good art? Or is there a much deeper, hidden spiritual truth woven into the very fabric of that garment? It's a seriously fascinating question, because when we start looking past the surface-level aesthetics, past the pretty artwork, we start to realize that this specific color choice is actually a profound teaching tool. One that's practically designed to guide us in our everyday lives. Let's peel back the very first layer of this mystery by looking at the literal translation. Kind of like these satisfying, cute 3D blocks snapping perfectly together, the word pitambar comes directly from ancient Sanskrit. We've got pit, which translates to yellow, and ambar, which translates to clothing. Put those together and boom, pitambar simply means a divine yellow garment. But as we all know, simple translations often act as doorways to, much larger concepts. This isn't just a basic descriptor of his outfit, right? By naming this specific yellow garment, ancient traditions were basically putting a giant spotlight on it, telling us, hey, pay attention to this. It really matters. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the cultural psychology behind the color itself. In ancient Indian culture, yellow is literally never just a color. It is a vibrating symbol of something much, much greater. It represents knowledge and clarity, radiant energy, and just pure positivity. Lord Ganesha is universally revered as the god of wisdom and intelligence, right? Therefore, his clothing reflects exactly that state of being. The yellow represents a bright, fully awakened mind. Just think about how yellow feels when you look at it. It's illuminating. It wakes you up. It brings light to the darkness. That is exactly what knowledge does to our consciousness, and that is exactly what Ganesha's yellow garments represent. To truly grasp the depth of this, we've got to look at two physical representations of yellow in this culture: turmeric and earth energy. On the one hand, yellow is the color of turmeric. Now, in Indian rituals, turmeric is considered incredibly pure and highly, highly auspicious. It symbolizes the absolute best, most positive beginnings. I mean, who is the deity we worship first at the start of any new venture? Exactly, Ganapati Bappa, Lord Ganesha. But on the flip side, yellow also represents earth energy and stability. This is just brilliant, honestly, because it shows this perfect duality. Ganesha isn't just about lofty, abstract wisdom way up in the clouds. He brings grounding earth energy. He keeps us perfectly stable and grounded right here in reality, even while he works to remove the massive obstacles in our paths. So the crucial point is this. When Lord Ganesha wears the pitambar, he is constantly broadcasting a silent but super powerful message to his devotees. And it reads like this glowing 3D quote right here, almost like a warm personal hug of wisdom. Stay positive, stay wise, and stay balanced. It's basically a visual mantra. Imagine carrying that with you every single day. When life gets chaotic or when you're faced with a sudden challenge out of nowhere, the image of that bright yellow garment is meant to instantly center you. It reminds you to keep your outlook positive, rely on your inner wisdom, and maintain your emotional and spiritual balance. It's not just a divine attribute. It's a direct instruction for how you and I should actually navigate the world. This yellow cloth acts as a mirror, reflecting three distinct, absolutely crucial goals for us. First, a calm and intelligent mind. Notice that calmness comes first there, because let's be real, you can't access true intelligence when you're panicking. Second, a life filled with positivity. And positivity isn't just a fleeting feeling here. It's a deliberate, everyday way of living. And third, the power to overcome challenges with wisdom. This is the ultimate takeaway. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles, sure, but how does he remove them? Not with a bulldozer. He removes them through intellect. True success in navigating our complex lives comes from deep understanding, from approaching problems with that bright, awakened energy that the yellow cloth symbolizes. Let's move to and see how this builds a massive cosmic connection. You see, Lord Ganesha isn't the only deity associated with this specific divine garment. Actually, Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu are also famously known as pitambar, which literally translates to wearers of yellow. This reveals something incredible. It shows that the color yellow acts as a universal symbol of divine knowledge and absolute cosmic purity across the traditions. When Ganesha wears the pitambar, he is tapping into, and visually representing, that exact same universal cosmic energy of wisdom. It shows us that wisdom and purity are fundamental threads woven throughout the entire universe, shared among the absolute highest forms of divinity. And this brilliantly illustrates the practical core of everything we've been talking about today. Pitambar is so much more than just what Lord Ganesh wears. It is a vital, living lesson on how we are supposed to approach our daily lives. True success doesn't come from force, but from understanding and clarity. I mean, think about it. How often do we try to force our way through a problem at work or force a resolution in a relationship? We push, we stress, we use sheer willpower. But the divine yellow garment reminds us to just stop. It tells us to step back, illuminate the problem with an awakened mind, and use understanding instead of brute force. Clarity is going to clear that path far faster than frustration ever could. Which brings us to a question I want to leave echoing in your mind today, written out in this friendly, bouncy 3D typography. The next time you face a massive obstacle, because let's be honest, we all will, how will you react? Will you lower your head and use blind force, or will you channel the bright, grounding, pure energy of Pitambar's wisdom? Remember, don't just see a color the next time you see Ganesha in yellow. See the profound message behind it. Live with wisdom, live with positivity, and live with balance. Ganapati Bappa Moria. Thank you so much for joining me to uncover this incredible hidden meaning. I really hope this explainer brought you some serious clarity, and I literally cannot wait to guide you through our next one.